Focus on my brake lights.
Ain't turning back. Now that I'm back on track, yeah. Take my word for it. Put a couple bands on it. And I don't plan on letting people turn me. No. You can say what you want. I'ma keep pressing on. I can't go pop that green light. I'm feeling green light. Talking to my past life. Focus on my brake lights. Cruising to my future now.
Hi there.
Hi.
You are watching Breaking the Silence. And ladies, we have a great show for them today.
Yeah, we always
sure
have.
do.
Yes.
We have a great show. But before we get into today's show, we're going to introduce ourselves. I'm ShyTia.
I'm Nori.
And I'm Angeli.
And again, you are watching Breaking the Silence. And I have a question.
Okay.
If you can be in charge of the entire world for one day, only one day, what is a rule that you will make everybody follow?
I have like one that I just immediately thought about. Respect. I think that's something universal. Like you gotta, because like that is also something that we don't see nowadays. So you have to follow it, right? You gotta respect everyone.
Okay.
Elders, kids, whoever it is, even the person that you're talking to, yeah.
Respect.
So, yeah.
Okay. I think mine would be pay it forward. It'd be
You
nice.
stole mine. But I changed it. It's kind
Okay.
of similar though.
Okay.
For me, I would think I would do a random act of kindness for somebody.
Okay. Nice.
Yes, just to kind of, be nice to people because nowadays everybody's always focused on themselves. They only care about themselves, what they can gain out of it. So if you do a random act of kindness, it's not just for you, but it's for those out there, right?
Okay.
And
Like that.
as we're talking about kindness and things like that, sometimes, wait, what? What was I talking about?
Oh,
I don't
no.
know, girl. I don't also know. I'm in the same boat as
If you've
you.
ever had that moment, we're going to be talking about that today. Wait, what was I saying? Have you ever had a brain fart?
Oh,
What
girl.
does that even mean? We're going to talk about it. We are going to get real because in Breaking the Silence, we like to talk about things that relate to all of us,
Yeah.
okay?
So me.
She forgets all the time what she's talking about.
It's relatable.
Exactly. She's going to host that segment because this is so good for her. And also, we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome. So, are we confident or are we just pretending? So, we're going to be talking about how
a good
you
one.
can overcome this imposter syndrome because a lot of times people feel like where they're at, they don't really belong. They're kind of just like going through the motions. So we're gonna kind of give them some tips on how they can overcome that.
Okay.
And we have our Two Truths and a Lie segment.
Oh.
But it is a twist to it.
Oh.
Because we feel like y'all kind of would know everything about us by now.
Maybe.
So we switched it up. What is the switch up? You have to stay tuned to find out.
Yes,
And
you
of
do.
course, we have our interactive segment, which is Grace Card Growth Moment.
I love those.
Yeah.
We all do because there's some moments where you have to give grace and there's some moments where you have to grow. So like I said earlier, ladies, we have a great show prepared. So now is the time for you to go run to the bathroom really quick so you don't miss out on anything. Get your coffee, your tea, whatever you have to do, but make sure you come right back after this commercial break.
Hear from strong women who are crushing their goals, overcoming challenges, and living their best lives. You won't want to miss a single empowering minute. Stay tuned and join the movement.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
When something is broken, you fix it. When it no longer serves you, you give it away. When it stops working, you throw it out. We don't hold on to things that no longer help us or serve their purpose. So what do you do when life feels shattered? When nothing seems to bring meaning? When the only solution you see is to end it all? Don't. Give the life you no longer want to God. Place your brokenness, your pain, your burdens on His altar.
I was having peace. I was having more progress at work. I was seeing a general improvement in my life.
Only within a month, I was depressed for 4 years. Within a month, I realized that I wasn't depressed anymore.
You are not a lost cause. God sees value in you, even when you can't see it yourself. You were created with purpose. Come to the Universal Church, where healing begins and purpose is restored. Not near a church? Join our virtual church from anywhere. Just scan the QR code, because distance is no barrier for God. Call now 1-888-332-4141 or text 1-888-312-4141. Let your broken life become the foundation for something extraordinary when placed in God's hands.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Justification that comes with any addiction.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
But as you mature, you have to be with someone who matures with you.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
Please tell me that I am not the only one in the boat that this happens to. You're in the middle of a good conversation, a good story, and then all of a sudden your mind goes blank. You sit there and you're like, wait, what were we talking about again? You walk into the room and you forget why you walked into the room. You go to the grocery store for one thing, you buy everything else but that one thing. Does this sound familiar to you?
Girl.
Ladies, are we getting forgetful? Because I can understand, when you get older in age, right, you start to forget certain things. But if we're being honest, we're not that old in age. We're not that old in age. So it seems like the younger and younger people are getting this forgetfulness. But is it really forgetfulness, or is it just because of a mental overload? We have so much stuff going on in our brain that those tiny little things just seems to be forgotten about.
Girl, it's all of the above for me. Like, listen, I go through all of it. I mean, there's times I'm having a conversation, and in the middle of the conversation, I forget the point that I was trying to make, or I just get like a complete blank, and I'm like, well, it is what it is. And then
you just like throw it off. You don't even want to admit that
you know what I mean.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean. And listen, it happens to me all the time. Just the other day, I went to the kitchen for something. And as soon as I got to the kitchen, I'm like, what I came to get? And I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, it just happens to me a lot. I don't know.
We go through it. Yeah, we go through it like a lot of times. And I think one of the reasons as well, okay, of course age, but besides that, it's that mental overload, as you've mentioned. Like, think about it like this, like a computer or a browser with so many tabs. And or your phone, when you open so many apps, then it's a lot of it is running in the background, and what happens? Your phone reheats, right? And then the browser starts freezing, and then your computer starts kind of like shutting down, and then you have to restart it. Our brain does the same thing. So when we have a lot of things going on, we stop midway of that conversation because it becomes blank. Or when we go to a room, we become like, okay, I don't know what I came here for and stuff like that. So close those tabs, right? Close those tabs and reset. Although it's hard because as women, we like to multitask, we like to juggle a lot of things. But I think when that happens, we tend to leave one thing, not done, right? And then, oh no, I'm gonna come back for it later. No, you're never gonna come back for it. So just focus on maybe one or two or whatever, yourself, whatever you can handle. Then rather than opening those tabs or opening those chores or those tasks or responsibilities that you need to do and then later on not finishing it.
Exactly, because you have to know yourself. Like for me, I'm a very forgetful person when it comes to things. Like I will put my keys down and it's like it gets transported in a black hole. And I have no idea where it's at. And I'm looking all over the house. I'm looking in the couch. I'm looking in my purse. I'm looking everywhere. And it will be literally like right there in your face. Or like my phone, like I'll be on it. And then I'll have to yell, babe, can you ping my phone? Because I don't know where. And he's like, you were just on it. And he's just like, you were just on it. So it's like, you can like, let's say you're like me and you have like those moments where you put things down and it gets transported into another dimension. You can have a designated area for certain things, right? So let's say your keys, as soon as you walk, you have like this little coffee table or even the key hook. And that will be the things that you need to grab on your way out. So you can put like your keys there. You can put like your bag, your phone, things like that. So whenever you put something down and you have that designated area, you always know where to look for it. And you're not running around with a chicken without a head. Or you're rushing out the door like, where's my key? Where's my wallet? Where's the... It's all right there.
Confession time. One time I went to go get something out of the fridge. And
you left your phone in the fridge.
I had my phone in my hand. And so I put the phone down in the fridge, took out what I needed to get, closed the fridge.
And
you're like, where's my phone? It's in the fridge.
Where's my phone? It took me a hot minute to find my phone. Like, I don't know. Like,
or have you ever been looking for your glasses?
And
like your glasses and they're on your head. Or you even wearing them. There was a time I was wearing them and I'm like, babe, where's my... And he's like, where's your what? And I'm like, my glasses. Can you help me find it? He's like, no. And I'm like, why are you like, and I'm like, why are you not helping me? And he's just like, are you really looking? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, are you sure you're looking? Because it's like, if I'm looking out my glasses, it will be more clear. And then it registers like they're on your face. So it's like, as you were talking about, we have all of those mental overloads going on. So we need to, as you said, make sure we start closing those tabs or making like a to-do list and checking them off one by one rather than trying to do everything at the same time. So we hope that you laughed a lot with us. We hope that you felt comfortable to admit what you have done, but we're gonna go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
Breaking the silence. Sometimes all it takes is a conversation. We're talking career hacks, relationship advice, and the tools to build an amazing life. Keep it here.
We have exciting news. You can now watch us in stunning HD. It's time to enjoy your favorite shows on the LFN with sharper picture, clearer sound, and the quality you deserve. You can now watch us on channel 42.1. But that's not all. For our New York viewers, we're also available on Direct TV, channel 42, Dish, channel 39, make sure to update your channel list and keep tuning in. We're just getting started.
From overcoming challenges to embracing triumphs, get ready for laughter, inspiration, and the unbreakable spirit of women. Breaking the silence, it's your time to shine. Begins now.
Two truths and a lie, but with a twist. So today, ladies, we prepared our two truths and a lie, but we use different scenarios. So it's not just like basic general knowledge about us. We had different topics. So for one, it's cleaning hacks.
Okay.
So there are two cleaning hacks that we apply, and then there's one that we do not do. And also we have kitchen fails because we all have those. So we have our kitchen fails and we have our cleaning hacks. So we're gonna try to figure out, does she look like she really do that, or is she just joking? So are you ready to play?
Let's
Yes.
go.
Okay, so let us see our first two truths and a lie.
Okay.
Oh, this is mine. Okay. Number 1, I use a daily shower spray. Number 2, I use dryer sheets to clean my blinds. Number 3, I use vinegar to clean my mirrors. Which one is the lie and which are the truths?
I will have to go with number 2 being the lie.
Okay.
I think number 2
I
is
feel
the
like
lie.
she does that. She does do a lot with dryer sheets.
Really?
I feel like
Oh no.
I feel like. Okay, can I ask a question before
No.
I get
No
No,
questions.
ma'am, no turkey.
No questions. This is not a Q&A.
No.
Okay,
It is a guess.
I want to say 3.
3 is the lie?
I want to say 3. I think
So
you.
Tia's
I don't think
3?
you use vinegar. I think you use something else.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I mean, well,
Yes.
now that y'all still talking and I'm thinking, maybe, are your blinds caught? No, we can't ask no questions, okay. All right, I'm going to stick with number 2. I'll stick with
2
number 2.
and then number 3?
Yes.
Ting, ting, ting. Okay, one of you got it correct.
Ooh.
Ting, ting, ting. The lie is number 3.
I knew it. Yes.
I do use dryer sheets to clean my blinds.
Really?
Yes,
I
do.
knew you did.
Yeah, I do use it because it clings to
The dust.
The dust clings to it and it smells good. So I use that.
Okay.
And you're right. I don't use vinegar to clean my mirrors. I use alcohol or something else.
I was thinking
Yes.
of alcohol,
Okay.
so I was like,
And I use a daily shower spray. So
Okay.
all right.
all right.
Hey.
So
All right.
let's see the next one.
Next one. Oh, that would be me.
Okay.
So number 1, I wash clothes every day. Number 2, I always use lemon and water to clean my microwave. Number 3, I always add Clorox to my floor cleaner. Which is the lie? Which one is the lie?
Number 1.
Number 1.
I feel like number 3.
But I'm
I
also
feel like her
torn between 1 and
floors.
3.
I think Clorox will mess up her floors.
Yeah, right. But I'm also
But it
thinking
could be a
about
little
that.
drop. So I'm gonna stick with 3.
You stick with 3 as the lie, and you're sticking with?
I'm gonna stick with number 1.
You're going to stick with number 1
Mhm.
as the lie. Okay, y'all ready?
Yes.
Do-do-do-do.
Yes.
So the lie is number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I do not wash clothes every
I feel like
day.
you would look like the type to wash clothes every day, though.
But you know what? There was a point where I did wash clothes every day. It just bugs me to see clothes in the hamper, but I cut down on that. But yes, Clorox, because I like the smell of Clorox as well. So I do add it to my floor cleaner.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
And last but not least, of course, we know who's the last one.
Mm-hmm.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. So
They're very detailed.
yes.
Which one is a lie?
Okay. So 1, I don't use bleach when I wash white clothes. I use hydrogen peroxide and Dawn dish soap.
Why are you so specific?
Yeah, that's why.
2, I clean my microwave by heating up a bowl of vinegar and wiping it afterwards. And 3, I use a dryer sheet to repel dust from the baseboards.
I think number 1 is the lie. I use hydrogen peroxide
OMG.
and Dawn dish soap because dish soap for clothes.
I'm gonna stick with number 1. I'll stick with number 1 as the lie.
Yeah, number 1.
Number 1.
Ready?
Number 1's the lie. Yes.
Your
drum roll is horrible, by the way.
It's actually number 2 is the lie. I use lemon instead of vinegar. Yes. I actually don't use bleach because bleach can make your clothes yellow. So the peroxide and the Dawn dish soap does make it whiter because it takes like grease and all of that out from it. Yes.
Okay, so quick question. So you will use your regular laundry detergent?
Yes. So you use
hydrogen peroxide
instead of bleach. So where you put the bleach in your washer, you put the peroxide, and then the Dawn dish soap. You can either spot treat it with the peroxide and the Dawn, or you can kind of just like squeeze it in, like and then it cleans it. Yes.
Well, listen, I'm gonna try something new today.
So peroxide is much better than bleach, and is actually safer for you than bleach too. And it cleans all of like those yellowing areas and stuff like that. Peroxide takes it right out.
Look at that. I learned something new today. All right. Okay.
Yes. So you see, you got to give a lot of details to throw them off.
That is horrible. This was very detailed.
Yeah, very
but
detailed.
It was really good.
Okay, all right.
So our next topic.
Okay, this is mine. All right. So, number 1, I once burned beans. Number 2, my first Brazilian chocolate truffle, aka brigadeiro, melted after chilling for hours. Or number 3, I used too much cornstarch that my soup became a gelatin. So which one is the lie?
Okay, definitely. I feel like everybody's burned beans before, so
yeah.
Okay. Brazilian chocolate.
I think number 2. I think number 2.
I feel like number 3 is the lie.
Which one?
I feel like 3. I feel like she could have messed up with the cornstarch. But then again,
I think number 2. I'm gonna go with number 2.
I'm gonna stick with 3. I feel like the gelatin.
You're 3? Number 2?
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Drum roll.
Yeah,
go ahead.
One of you got it correct. Number 3 is the
Oh my goodness!
Yes, I did fail on my first brigadeiro. I chilled it, but then it melted because I did not stir it enough. Like it didn't,
like
it was
harden?
undercooked.
Like,
it didn't harden. So that's why even chilling it for hours, then it melted. But this one, the soup, no, I did not make this mistake. I definitely know my cornstarch. So yeah, 3 is the lie.
Okay.
And I burned beans. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like everybody
did it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Next one.
Whose is this?
Oh, that would be me. Okay. So number 1, my soup came out as porridge. I put salt in my coffee instead of sugar. And when I finished baking my whole chicken and sliced it, blood came out. Which one's the lie?
Number 2.
Number 2?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me see which one is the lie.
I feel like you can't ask questions.
I know.
I feel like number 2 is the lie.
You think so?
Yeah, because chicken is really hard. Like, I think, especially a whole chicken, I feel like you can undercook certain parts of it and overcook. Or like if you don't cover it, the outside gets dark, but the inside is still.
Yeah.
I feel like number 2 is truth. Because she forgets. And if she did not label it, she might forget. So maybe number 1. Okay. I'll stick with number 1.
You'll stick with number 1. So you stick with number 1 and you stuck
number
with
2.
Because you could see it if it's like watery or something. So
the lie is number 2. Yes, the lie is number 2.
See, I know y'all.
Yeah.
She comes to our houses and puts a camera there and really sees what we're doing.
Yeah.
This does not look like something Angeli will make a mistake on.
I'm telling you. When I first got married, I had so many shenanigans going on. But yes, that's number 2 is the lie.
Okay.
All right. So let's see the next one.
Yours. Oh, very detailed again. Like when you're trying to write an essay.
Okay. So when I was younger, I thought I could cook instant noodles by microwaving them without water. When I first got married, I was banned from making curry chicken because I used too much curry powder.
Oh.
And one day I was asked to peel a pineapple, but I just stood there because I never done it before.
I know that one is truth because she said it one time. So it's just one or the other.
I would have to say,
I think number one is the lie. Number one.
oh my gosh.
Number one. I'll stick
Okay,
to number
I'm gonna
one.
stick with I'll stick with number one as well.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah,
one.
I'll stick with number one. Number one is the lie, y'all. Number one has to be the lie.
Yeah, it has to.
Okay, drum roll.
But go ahead.
Number one is the lie.
Yeah,
but it is a true story, but it just wasn't me. My little brother was like hungry and he will always see us like microwave the noodles. And he put the seasoning pack, he put the noodles in the microwave, except the water. And yeah, it almost burnt the house down.
Ooh, okay.
I was banned from making curry chicken because I didn't know like as it cooked, the flavor would like seep in. So every time I would taste it, it was still like, I was like, oh, it needs more. And yeah, no, my husband's like, never again.
Okay.
And then also, I feel like pineapple is more of a tropical fruit. So growing up, I wouldn't eat it. And if I did eat it, it was already like peeled or sliced.
I remember you telling the story.
She said that before that.
So that was my two truths and a lie.
Okay.
So you guys know a little something about it.
A little bit.
A little something.
Did you guys get it right at home? Do you know us well enough? Let us know in the comments. But we're going to go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
Laugh, learn, and love with Breaking the Silence. We'll be right back.
We're taking you back in time to the beginning of mankind. Divided into 7 phases, Genesis dates back to the world's origin and retells the biblical stories of the Garden of Eden. Noah's Ark, the Tower of Babel, Ur of the Chaldees, Abraham, Jacob, and Joseph of Egypt. Don't miss out on the grand premiere of Genesis, exclusively on LFN.
Looking for a fun and creative way to introduce your little one to the Word of God? We've got you covered. The Universal Church offers engaging programs for children's ages 6 weeks to 14 years old, all designed to inspire faith, values, and joy. The CBC Children's Biblical Center and the TPG Teen Power Group, kids learn about God through exciting, age-appropriate exercises, stories, and lessons that make faith come alive. In the CBC, we're raising the next generation of leaders who will make a difference for the kingdom of God. Our dedicated teachers help plant seeds of faith that grow with each child. As the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Proverbs 22:6. Come join the fun and let your child grow in faith and purpose. For more information or a location near you, call 1-888-332-4141.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Understand that things happen, life happens, mistakes happen.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
For when you're mentally exhausted, it's a completely different thing.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
Girl, you don't know how to do it? don't worry. Just fake it until you make it. Does that sound familiar? We all heard that growing up. And when you hear that, you kind of get the pressure of having to always appear like you're confident, have to always appear as if you know everything, how to do things. You have that pressure to not even give yourself that time to grow, that time to actually learn it, because you're always faking it until you make it, right, ladies? Because that's a lot of pressure that we put on ourselves, because we have that thing where we're like, okay, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, but I can't let others see. I can't let on that I don't know how to do this. So I'm gonna act like I know how to do this. I'm gonna act like I know how to do that. But in reality, we're having that pressure because if I admit I don't know how to do it, I'm able to go to somebody and I'm able to ask them for help. Like, can you give me advice on how to do this? Can you give me advice on how to do that? And with that pressure, you also have that moment that when you actually do learn it, you get that imposter syndrome, because you're like, do I really know how to do it? Is it really right? Is it wrong? Like, you kind of have that imbalance within yourself, because again, you didn't really learn. You just pretended until you got to where you were supposed to be.
Yeah. But you know, there are times where faking it until you make it can actually help. Like when it comes to like overcoming self-doubt, you know, or when it comes to, you know, until you get comfortable with whatever it is that you're doing, you know, you act with confidence until you feel ready and comfortable, then it just becomes natural. It becomes, you know, something that just flows. And I'll give a perfect example. I don't know if you guys can relate to that as well, but there's been situations where, you know, we've been in positions where, you know, in a position of leadership, but everyone that we're working with is older than you. So that right there can be a bit intimidating. You know, and that's where, in my personal opinion, I would apply the fake it till you make it, because it's like, man, what do I have to give? I mean, they have more experience than I do.
How can I teach them? How can I guide them?
You know what I mean? So, you know, there were moments where I faked it till I made it, until it helped me. But yes, what you said is really on point. When you don't have that balance, you can definitely end up with that imposter syndrome, which is something you have to look out for as well.
Yeah, and definitely that's when the danger comes. Because when it becomes a lifestyle, instead of like just one scenario, one situation, like you said, okay, this time I gotta lead, right? Or I'm in this position, I gotta mentor, I gotta do this, I'm in this position right now. But when it becomes a lifestyle for you, that you're always performing and you don't really address the insecurity that's underneath. So it means like you're just putting up a front because that's what's expected of you, but you're not doing the inner work. So it means you're not feeding yourself what you need to do. You're not growing, you're not maturing, because that's when really confidence comes in, when there's true growth, when there is experience, of course, that you learn from different things, instead of just putting up a mask, right? That, hey, I'm confident and stuff like that. But when you incorporate it in a day-to-day, where you kind of believe already, like you kind of convince yourself that you're confident truly, because you're always performing instead of actually addressing what's behind it or what's underneath.
And you know, the thing about like mistakes is you need those mistakes because you learn from it. Now, I'm not saying for you to go out and make a whole bunch of mistakes, but it's like when you make that mistake, you do learn from it. You do grow from it. So it's like when you're pretending like you know everything, you don't give yourself that time or even that grace period to make a mistake. Because imagine if you're so confident, like, yeah, I can do this, I got this, I got that, and you make a mistake, now everybody's gonna look at you and be like, but you said you can do it. You said you got it. So what happened? That's not a mistake you should have been making. But when you're honest, like, I'm willing to try it, like I'm willing to, you know, attempt it, but I don't really know how to do it, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. You know, when you give yourself those small goals, those things that you can achieve little by little, rather than going from the bottom of the ladder all the way to the roof, that's impossible for you to do.
And you also mentioned about imposter syndrome, you know, that there are those that you really achieve them them. And the achievements are there in front of you, but because again, you did not address that inner insecurity that you have, you don't believe in yourself. So even those people even around you say, oh, I'm so proud of you, or you did a great job. And it reflects, right, what you're doing, the things that you're doing, but you don't, because there's that self-doubt, there's that insecurity. No, I should have done better. I should have done more. I don't deserve this in this position. It should have been her. It should have been him. It should have been other people except for me. And that when anxiety grows, imposter syndrome grows, and stuff like that.
Yeah. And you know, experience is something that we're going to have every single day. In every situation, in every relationship, circumstances that we come across, that's how we gain experience. And in those experience, we learn how to do what? How to have that confidence, how to speak with confidence, how to be able to, let others know the ins and outs of so many different things. So yes, it is important. And if we're that type of person who's always faking it, and we get to that point where we no longer can separate, am I really faking it, or is this just really me? Then we won't have what to give. We're going to know what to say. Yeah. To know what to say is so easy, but to actually say it and back it up and make that person feel, or teach that person, or, help that person transition to whatever it is they need to transition to, that's a whole different ball game. So
exactly. So we understand that there are moments that you do have to fake it until you make it, but don't let that be your model for your entire life, for every scenario. Give yourself that moment to learn the new skills, to grow, to mature properly, so that way you don't end up with that imposter syndrome, but you actually feel accomplished and celebrate the little wins when you do make it. But we're gonna go on a quick break, and we'll be right back with our grace card versus growth moment.
Got a dream on the back burner? It's time to ignite that fire. Breaking the Silence brings you the tools and motivation you need to unleash your potential. Don't change that channel.
LFN, a network like you've never seen before. Breaking news, a boost of faith, real stories, real power, and our award-winning Bible series, all from the comfort of your home. This is the station to tune into. Day or night, we've got something for you. Find us on Verizon Fios Channel 792, Frontier Channel 726. In New York, DirecTV Channel 42, Dish Channel 39. LFN, we've got you covered.
You're so right for me, and I'm right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go, babe. I'm never gonna let you go. No, never gonna let you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When I'm on stage, I'm not trained. I'm Beyonce.
Not me being like,
you wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, this one too.
Always said that I wanted to do a TED Talk, but never did I think that I would have done it at this age.
So I say, don't wait for somebody to give you a chance. Give yourself a chance.
Wow. I gotta clap my hands too, because it's not easy.
And people say you can't wash your hair when your period's on. That is not true.
Air five. Bam! There we go.
Tired of feeling unheard? It's time for Breaking the Silence. Real women, real talk.
What do you do when? So, ladies, we hear that question a lot. What do you do when this happens? What do you do when that happens? So we have some scenarios that we're going to say, what would we do? Would we give them grace? Grace means we'll walk away, we won't say nothing, we won't address the situation. Or is it a growth moment where we might address the situation, have a conversation, or even walking away too as a growth moment, especially when you're someone who always have something to say. Sometimes you learn, you grow to be quiet when it's needed, right? So we are going to be playing our grace card or growth moment. So would you like to pick the first one?
Yes, I would. Okay, let's see here. All right. Okay, I have number 1, which is the prayer request leak. Oh, child. You should. Why did I have to pick this one? Okay. It says you share something personal during a You share something personal during a private prayer circle and later hear it being discussed openly by others. Would that be a grace card or a growth moment? For being that I am a new person and I am a different person, it would be a grace card. Why? Because maybe there are other people in that circle going through the same situation or whatever, and it also benefited them. It also helped them. You know, it served as an example, you know, of what to do or what not to do, or how to, you know, just maybe exercise your faith or whatever. But had it been me, way back when, it would have been a whole different ballgame. But yeah, it will be the grace card. I'll definitely put the grace card.
For me, I would say it's a grace card, but for a different reason, because you don't know who the leak is. So then it's like, it's a prayer circle. You're going to have to approach everybody. And not everybody's going to be willing to actually be like, oh, I said it, or it was me, or it came. So I would just be like, you know what? Leave it alone. Next time I'll go to somebody one-on-one, maybe that I can trust, that I know won't say nothing about it.
Exactly. I'll also let it go. I'm not going to be, you know, petty about it. And maybe next time I'm going to know for sure, like what some course of action I'm going to do. But yeah, let it grace card for this one.
All right. Who's going to go next?
I will go next.
There you go.
Okay.
Let's see what you have.
So I have number 11, the last minute favor. A family member constantly asks for urgent help with no notice. So this one for me would be a growth moment because I have a life too. Like if it's every now and then of course I wouldn't mind, but I'm not on call for you. You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not the one who has to save your life. Like, I have a life. I have things that I have to do as well. And you also don't want someone just always depending on you being the one to pick up their pieces, because they're never going to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. So I would definitely have a conversation and be like, listen, I'm here to help you, but not all the time, especially without any notice where I can't even plan around it.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely agree. Like growth moment, because the no notice was the one that got me, because yes, you can ask for favors. Like, you know, okay, I have this appointment, like given the timeline, right? But no notice, and probably like that person or me, I already have things planned. And then, you know, here you come without no notice. So, you know, definitely that will be a growth moment for me, not letting go. Because if you let it go, it's just going to happen.
Yeah, and it's that constantly. So it's not like it's once or twice. It's happening often already.
So growth moment.
So it's growth moment for all of us. Because I mean, basically what both of y'all said, I'm not going to repeat it again. Yeah, definitely a growth moment.
Okay. All right.
Angeli.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So this is the chronic late friend. Oof. Do we have some jabs over here? Okay. A friend is always late and never apologizes. Let me sigh for a little bit.
You have a real friend like that.
Disclaimer, I do apologize, okay?
No, but the thing is, never apologize.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Disclaimer,
that's
I do
why.
apologize.
So, laser eyes.
Yeah, as soon as she heard that, Nori was like, I'm not always late either.
Yeah, but the never apologize. And it's just lack of, responsibility. And it depends on what kind, even if it's a meeting or just a hangout for you all. It's not just you, but other people, So once or twice or, but then when the never apologizes part, I think it's time for a growth moment.
Yeah.
To not only to help yourself or other people, but to help your friend, right? Because if this friend does it to other people, so to help her, like, hey, you gotta do this, change some things so that you can grow and you as well grow with them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
For me, that would definitely be a growth moment as well because it shows lack of consideration. So, yeah, growth moment.
Mm-hmm. Grace card. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I think that, especially if the person is unapologetic, sometimes people do get lost track of time or something might come up last minute that they wasn't expecting. But I feel like if you communicate properly, like, hey, I'm so sorry this came up, or even before it happened, hey, I'm running late because, then that's okay because you're communicating. Yeah. But if you're just like, I don't care, like you got to be there anyway, then that's something that someone should speak up and let you know, like, hey, be careful with time.
Yeah.
So we hope that you agreed with us, or maybe you're more graceful, or you're more growthful, or maybe you want to, help that late friend of yours. But we're gonna go on a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Your voice, breaking the silence.
I will always love you. I would echo of a prayer for you.
The first sound a baby makes is a cry. Their first words to the world. As they grow, parents long to hear mommy or daddy, words that bring joy.
Who's that guy?
I love mom. I love mom.
Yeah? What? Hi, Dada. Hi, Scarlett.
But as children grow older, words become more than sounds. They shape who they are. In school, at home, with friends.
I'm being serious.
Words become lessons.
But I'm only saying for
Some build us up.
Okay?
Others tear us down. Before you know it, the words you speak about yourself are no longer positive. You're not good enough. It's always been this way. Why me? You begin to curse your own life without even realizing it. Doctor comes in with bad news.
The breast biopsy revealed that you have an invasive form of breast cancer.
And suddenly you claim it. I'm sick. It's my burden to carry. It runs in my family. Without knowing it, your words just made that sickness part of who you are. But it doesn't have to be that way. The Bible says that death and life are in the power of the tongue. Your words carry power.
How can I have breast cancer?
The power to curse or to heal. To hold on to problems.
You aren't me. What if this is the moment I lose control?
Or to let them go. So say instead, I will overcome. By his stripes I am healed. This is not my destiny. Stop claiming defeat. Start declaring victory. Because the Word of God says you are an overcomer.
Join the conversation. Breaking the silence.
Wait, don't tell me you forgot already.
They did.
Oh,
yeah.
You
Remind
guys
them again.
forgot
Remind
already
them.
what we were speaking about? See, this is why you need your to-do list, you need your notes, you need all of that stuff because we do not want you to be forgetful. We don't want you to forget your favorite co-host because you are a part of us too, okay? So listen, we know sometimes you gotta pretend, sometimes you gotta fake it to make it. We do it all the time, especially on Breaking the Silence. Because when you're on live TV, you cannot be like, wait, what was I saying? Huh? You just gotta keep rolling and rolling and make something out of nothing. So trust us, we understand that, yes, there will be moments, there will be days where you will fake it until you make it. But don't fake it too far where you become an imposter in your own position.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, when you incorporate it in your day-to-day, it becomes something that you actually believe. That, hey, you haven't, as I've mentioned, you haven't done your part and you are just performing all the time. It can be draining, you know, having to always, because that's not your true self. You always have to put it on a mask and then it drains you when it's not true confidence.
And at the end of the day, in my opinion, if it seems as if you're just forcing it. You're forcing it because it's not something that's happening naturally.
Yeah.
You're not gaining that experience. You're not, you know, you're not confident enough. So it's like you're always pretending and forcing it. And that's where it gets exhausting.
Yeah. So maybe you're saying, I am like that. I've been faking it till I make it. Now I have that imposter syndrome. So it's not too late for you to fix it. It's not too late for you to start investing in yourself, learning those skills the right way, instead of pretending like you know how to use Excel, instead of pretending and you use ChatGPT for everything. Let us go. Let us learn. Let us go. Let us learn how to do it so that way you have that full confidence and be able to say that I know that I can do this, okay? And of course, we want to hear from you. So we're gonna give you a hashtag BTS unfiltered because we definitely want you to comment. Yes, right there you see our QR code, Breaking the Silence _talk show, where you will send your comments, where you will send your funny moments of the things that you forgot. You will send the things that you felt imposter syndrome for, or any questions that you have about our grace card and growth moment. Because we do understand that some situations happen, some scenarios happen, and you want to know, what should I do if this happened? What should I do if my mother-in-law comes unexpected and she's always popping up? Then you'll have a grace card because you love her. We love our in-laws.
Is that a recent experience? A very recent,
not a recent experience.
Is that,
it is not.
Are you kind of, do you need a grace card or growth
not one. My mother-in-law is in a completely different state, so I don't have to worry about that. But we do know that around those holiday times, some of you do have to worry about that. So we will be happy to give you some tips. We'll be happy to give you things that you need help for. But as for now, it's time for us to say bye.
Bye.